Puts Lehigh up 4. Now Martin drives off the glass for 2. Gets it to the corner. Sean Hayward 3-ball is good.
They needed that one.
Jada Thornton wants to go. Here she comes and scores.
Nice take.
Sean Hayward all the way through, spins it home.
Take.
Outside the arc and now spinning through. That's
nice
pretty.
Take.
Jada Thornton now with 8 points.
Trying a lot of different sets.
Baruta got the 3-ball to fall. Outside the arc and now spinning through. That's
nice
pretty.
Take.
Jada Thornton now with 8 points.
Trying a lot of different sets.
Baruta got the 3-ball to fall.
Fight back. You know, they went down 10 against Northeastern and really fought back on Monday night.
Baruta hits her second 3. Baruta. Wheeler will turn and score.
Okay. Would be a good shape.
Driving strong to the glass for Brooke Paquette of this fourth quarter, giving the Skyhawks a chance to get back in it. Here's a chance for Wheeler, and she hit the 3. No, it's a 2-ball, just a 2. Back inside. Oh, Morristein, beautiful cut for 2. Great pass from Isabella Mallory.
Inside, kick out.
Baruta for Wheeler. Down inside Mallory.
Good move.
Off the glass for 2. 7 to shoot. Ball lost on the floor, stolen away. Baruta got 2.
Get up.
Final score at the Merkert Gymnasium and Paula Sullivan Court. The Lehigh Mountain Hawks 62. The Stonehill Skyhawks 50. So we were just chatting, Kristen and I, about how you were down 20, and it was one of those, this might get away, and your girls made a pretty darn good fight to get it down back to, I think, 6 or 7 before it wound up being a 12-point game.
Yeah, for sure. And thank you. Yeah, at least I have fans.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, and we're so young and so new. But what I love about every new kid, the team across the board is we have that fight. You know, we played a decent second half.
Yes.
You know, we just started so slowly and we were really tentative. And, you know, for whatever reasons, whether it be DePaul, whether it be nerves, you know, whether it be the practice schedule, we just didn't have that rhythm to start the game. It was like just a lot of one-on-one. We weren't letting the offense develop, and we weren't letting the offense get us the shots that I think you saw in the second half. We got some really good looks when we ran our stuff. 1
assist in the first half.
Exactly. A lot of one-on-one.
The ball moved a lot better in the second half. I love the fight. Just one image that comes to me was late in the game was just Jada Thornton over in the corner. Game wasn't decided, but we're getting close, and she's diving for the ball in the corner. You know, it wasn't a 2-point game. You know, it was a game where you still needed 2 or 3 buckets, but she was playing it like it was the final seconds of a championship game. I love watching that.
Yeah, no, that's some really good stuff. And you know, I thought Jada had a great second half. I think we need a little bit more from her to start the game. She's one of the ones that I just thought was a little more tentative than what she's been bringing, you know, and giving us. On the defensive end, you know, I'm pretty happy. That's a team that can score in a hurry, and they've got great shooters, and they really spread you out. So, you know, for us to hold them at 62 and, you know, put them on the line at the end, I'm really happy with our defensive effort for sure. And, you know, I think if we had a little better team defensive effort, rebounding, you know, we've got to get the guards involved, and, you know, kids taking long shots, you know, it's going to be a long rebound. We can't give a team like this 16 O-boards, you know. That's going to hurt.
Kristen and I have watched your teams for a lot of years. She played for you for a couple of years. There were a couple of times, I think it was in the third quarter, where Lehigh's going on a little bit of a run, and I just said, well, here comes the timeout. And you'll just let them play through it. By design?
No.
You're supposed to say yes.
No, I think I was having conversations on the bench and didn't realize where the score had gone.
Chris and I twice, I think, said it just, okay, here comes the timeout. And we just, she's going to let him play through, growing pains.
No, in full disclosure, when I stood back up from one of my one-on-ones on the bench, I was like, okay, Staff, maybe give me a little.
Help me out here.
Yeah, because usually, I would have kind of controlled that run a little bit better. Or
Right.
tried to. In the first half after a timeout, we were terrible. So I was like, all right, well.
Well, you gave him a fight, and it doesn't get any easier because now you play 4 games in 8 days when you have Bryant on Tuesday.
Yeah, and this is certainly a tough schedule for a young team, but you just hope that it pays off, that they understand through this stretch how to prepare quickly, how to get yourself ready for the next day and the next game. We got off the plane yesterday. We didn't practice. We walked through and did film at the hotel in Chicago. And, that's tough for a young team.
Sure.
That is tough for a young team. So, in those are the things that I'm proud of, and those are the things that I'm really happy about, where we have young kids who actually are doing great with scouting reports, doing great with schemes and things like that. Like defensively, I thought they tried to take advantage and they had some mismatches, but I thought we did well in terms of that help and not getting completely crushed by it.
All right, well, I'll let you go. I will talk to you more another time, but give me a 30-second highlight from the trip to Chicago. Where did you get in trouble?
Is that allowed
Yeah,
for
that
you
was
to jump into my interview?
Yeah, that's just in our ears, so whenever he makes any comments,
oh,
it's
okay.
not
My bad, fans.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
It's just the guy in my ear that keeps telling me what to say and who's walking by. But he is correct. Lou Malnati's was a great deep dish pizza place we went to the night before the game. But it was great because I lived in Chicago for 3 years right out of college in my other life.
Did not know that.
And so I was, pointing out all the highlights of Trish Brown's years in Chicago. But great city, and it was a good trip. It was a big arena, great atmosphere in terms of, playing in an arena like that.
Absolutely.
So, again, we got, that's a good team that took care of us.
Yep.
But again, you've got to look at this young team and this young squad and the travel schedule. There's some good takeaways from it,
Well, Kristen said during the broadcast, it was later in the game, she looked at me at one point and said, this team's going to be good when league play comes around.
Yes.
You'll be ready.
Yes, for sure.
Yep, so.
And, that's what I've been really pleased with, that they're learning and growing at each turn. Like, just fixes from the other night to tonight, I thought we made some good ones on the defensive end. So, we'll get there. We'll get there.
All right. We'll see you Tuesday.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks, Trish. Trish Brown, the head coach of the Stonehill women's basketball team.